All right, we're here with Luke Rockhold, 85-pound future champ in MMA, and we're going to talk about cutting weight. Luke, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for doing the interview here.
Of course.
How about you take us through this process of cutting weight? What do you start at, and what do you get down to, and what's the process of chipping away at it?
My process is, when I'm off, in the off season, might have a couple beers here and there, and I'll be up in the 210 area or whatever. But when it's training camp, I'm getting down, 205. I like to hover in my training camps for about 6 weeks out, about 202, 203, somewhere right above 200 is where I like to fight. And I don't like to train anywhere different than where I fight. You know what I mean? So I fight at 200, 201, and I don't like to be anywhere above 203 when I'm training. Right. At least 4 weeks out max. I'll be hovering right over 200 the whole time. Sometimes I'll even when I train really hard, it's hard to keep that weight on. I'm always doing my protein shakes after training, and I'm trying to keep my build up and keep my strength and everything up. So I'm just paying attention to everything. I'm working my ass off as hard as I can. And I'm trying to keep my weight, refuel my body as best as I can.
So how do you chip down from that 202, and how much time out from a weigh-in do you start to chip down on it?
Yeah, a lot of people push it, I think, too far beyond, before. I try to push it as close. I try to cut the weight as close as I can to the weigh-in.
Okay.
So say we weigh in on a Friday, I used to break it all into the Thursday. I used to cut a couple pounds before, do a light little run, just to get my cardio up, get everything pumping, and just cut a couple pounds overnight, and have a light meal the night before. But now I'm usually cutting 7 or 8 pounds the night before. On a Wednesday night, I'll cut 7 or 8 in the sauna, maybe do a light run, put my cutting weight suit on, get it on, and then I'll get to it. So I'll cut that 7 or 8, and I'll wake up in the morning, I'll float another pound or two, and then I'll wake up in the morning, I'll have a couple bites of oatmeal just to get the body flowing, get a little bit of protein in me, get me going, and then I'll cut another 7 or 8 right up to weigh-in time. I'll get on the cardio machines, and I'll just do really light. I really don't try to push my body as hard as I can. I really want to just keep it light and steady, and get the weight off without taking any energy out of my body. I really want to feel fresh the next day. So I'll do the ellipticals and stuff like that with a little with my cutting weight or sweatsuit, and then I'll get in the sauna and I'll do my thing, and then I'll usually do I only need an hour and a half to get 7 or 8 pounds off. So
you just break it down in a couple sessions, just take a big piece out, 6, 7 pounds, recovery, sleep. Or are you going to eat, how much calories you take in? You're trying to minimize everything? Or are you just doing small amounts, a little bit of oatmeal or one?
Yeah, I'm really cutting out the carbs. I'm going straight protein and fruit, maybe a little bit of vegetable salad or something to really help the digestion process and something like that. I incorporate a lot of papaya actually in my diet. The week before, it's a really huge digestive enzyme, and it helps everything flow through your body. So you don't want anything to sit. When you overlap food, that's when you gain weight. If you can flush your body and then keep putting fresh food in, then that's when you won't really keep that weight on. You have to have those digestive enzymes. You don't overlap food.
Yeah.
So I like to incorporate pineapple's another one. Papaya is really strong digestive enzymes, and it keeps that stuff flowing. So
yeah.
I incorporate a lot of that in my diet, and
your body absorbs it well because it's high in liquid, the water content. So not only is it food, but your body absorbs that water content when you're sweating more too.
Exactly, yeah. So I'll just a lot of clean chicken and vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So, and then I'm addicted to coffee. Coffee keeps me going a little bit. So I'll really cut back my coffee, but I'll have a couple sips of coffee just to keep everything flowing. Get everything out of the body. I want to flush everything out of the body right before. I want to make sure I have nothing in my body. So
some guys will eat just asparagus because asparagus is a diuretic in the same way. As coffee, they'll just keep pushing everything out.
Exactly. I'm just trying to get everything out of my body for the time being, and get to that weigh-in, as light as I possibly can, and as strong as I possibly can. I want to cut it out, as close to the weigh-in as possible, and then I get there and then put it right back on and refuel.
Yeah, that's the next question. How do you recover? What is it you do? Do you have a certain routine, a certain recovery shake, or what is it you do with the papaya, the pineapple, or?
I get back to my papaya because I want to digest all the food I put back in my body. So I usually eat small meals, you know, really high protein meals every like 2.5 hours or so.
Small meals, just like, you know, about how big, like.
You know, your stomach is supposed to be, you know, 2 fists, right?
Right.
Okay.
So about how big, like just like small portions.
Small portions. You know, I really try not to eat that much. Food sounds so good at the time too. I just want to keep eating. I never want to stop. You know, after the weigh-in.
Exactly.
So my tradition is a steak. You know, is a nice good, you know, like New York or filet or something like that. It's my thing. I've won a lot of big, you know, tournaments, jiu-jitsu tournaments, wrestling tournaments. I've won a lot of big stuff off my night before steak. So I'm not gonna change my steak. But you know, a lot of people give me a lot of stuff for that. You know, because the steak takes so long to digest and everything. But that's when I incorporate to help the digestion process to get it to my body to fuel my body faster. So, you know, I'm gonna have a small meal. Then I usually have my steak at night, and then you know, over the next day I'm drinking. I really incorporate a lot of coconut water too, which is my thing. Yeah. Natural electrolyte. I'm really a naturalist. I believe in natural. You know, feeling my body as naturally as possible. You know, I don't really mess around with anything, you know, out of the ordinary. The only supplement I really take is the fish oil. You know, I really believe in fish oil. I looked into a lot of supplements. A lot of them you just piss out, you know.
Right.
So,
I mean, you don't even absorb it.
You don't even absorb. So, you know, I looked at a lot of it, and the fish oil is the only one I've really seen to really help your body. And you know, so I just, you know, coconut water, and you know, I stick to my Pedialyte. I usually drink at least three straight Pedialytes.
Pedialyte. So do you actually do the bottled one or the powdered one, or?
I do the bottle. I just get a few
you
bottles.
Just like plug the nose and pound it.
It's really not that bad. I like the grape. The grape taste is not that bad, you know. So
get the electrolytes covered.
Yeah. So I get as much coconut water and regular water as I can, and I usually drink at least 3 Pedialytes. And just keep doing it as much as possible. Anytime I feel it, I put it in my body. I split it half and half. My first one, half water, half Pedialyte.
Okay.
And then I'll let mix coconut water in the mix, you know, however. But you know, you slowly just get that process down. You don't want to like overflow the Pedialyte. You don't want to get water, and you know you don't.
Yeah, it's a little too syrupy, so you gotta mix it up.
Exactly. You gotta get the right contents back in your body, and so. You know, I'm eating and I'm drinking as much as possible. You know, every couple hours I'm eating. So I'm really trying to get that weight on back to where I want to be, back at my training weight, which is 200. You know, and then get back where I want to fight. You know, where I train, where I fight. I don't like start from 220 and then like suck all this weight off and then only get back to 220. You know, only back to 200.
Right.
200 for my training. I don't believe in people training their weight. Sucking all this weight, only getting back to, you know, like
you want to get back to where you were.
I want to get back to where I'm training, where I feel strong at, where I know I'm confident and I'm strong at. So
excellent.
I'm gonna stick to where I'm good and do my thing.
Yeah. So remember, Pedialyte, papaya, pineapples. Keep it natural with the coconut milk.
Damn straight.
You know, break it up into sections. You know, chunk it off with a sauna suit. You know, recover. You know, get some food in you. Small meals. Break it up.
Don't overexert yourself. You know, keep it straight. Yeah.
Slow and steady. Yeah, I know some people, they like to do sprints, and then it's all about the recovery time. You know, you sit there and then you sweat, and then you go sprint again. But yeah, then other people, they're just like slow and steady.
Yeah.
So
I like to do my sprints like right before the fight, just to get my blood. I like to get the blood pumping a little bit before. Not before weight, you know, but like I just like to keep it calm and steady before the weight, you know, and really not try to exert myself as much as possible and just get the weight to fall off.
All right, well that's good info. Thank you.
It's all about having a good sauna suit, you know. Cut the weight right.
Exactly.
So that's what it's all about.
All right, good job.
Thanks,